Simon Ekpa is not a terrorist. Finnish president has actually collected bribe. That's why I see United Nations questioning Finland. Why Simon Ekpa is suffering this kind of ordeal?
Human rights law is, is prohibited. What is your take as regards?
The whole world has seen the evidence of the fact that Simon Ekpa is not committed any act of terrorism. And you can see again coming to citizenship or naturalization, Simon Ekpa is no longer a Nigerian. And again, what attainable or tenable was the fact that he returned his citizenship certificate, he returned his gold medal he won for Nigeria. If someone want to be Nigerian now, he's going to put application. He has finally naturalized in Finland. And again, his own country, Biafra, is yet to come. So he's nowhere to be found. He's only found in Finland. He's a citizen of Finland. I don't understand. When Biafra comes, Finland, Simon Ekpa will come to this part of the world and they reunite with his kinsmen in Biafra land. So actually, we are seeing a Scandinavian Europe that has the best human rights record in the world. That's Finland, deviating from what they are well known in the past. United Nations as a watchdog has actually faulted Finland, tacit, and the tribal struggle, hard work to rope in Ekpa into terrorism, act of terrorism. But it is uncalled for because the tribe I know around the lower part of River Niger, the Igbos, there is nothing like bloodletting or sanguinary ideology in their vein. No. The Igbos are spiritually inclined people because of where they trace their ancestry from. The fifth child of Jacob, that is Gad. That's where the Igbos come from. And the Gad is not known in the land of Israel as a violent man. The only thing I know is that Gad has affiliation with the Solomonites. Because Solomon is for what? Making wealth. Which of course Bible gives us accurate illustration of how Solomon acquired wisdom and wealth from God. And the Igbos follow that lineage and they acquire money and wealth in Africa. If you ask me, they are the richest tribe in Africa. So anybody, any man, any country, any contraption that is standing up to accuse the Igbos of terrorism is from devil, pit of hell. That person is from pit of hell. The Igbos are not known for bloodletting, sanguinary activities. No. They don't wander from place to place. They go into another man region as sojourners. Igbos don't wander from place to place. They go into Europe as sojourners in search of greener pasture, and they always make it. Because Chineke is with them, God of Abraham. The people that are well known for bloodletting are walking free, enjoying many benefits from the government of the day, and then occupying various political positions, federal agencies in Nigeria. And those people, we know them. And I'm not here to hide anybody. I am here to crucify the people that are due to be crucifixion. The people we know that occupying all these public positions and federal agencies in Nigeria for almost 60 years now are the Fulanis. And yet, if you go to their dwelling place in the north, they have nothing to show. The land of the north is vast, empty and caking dry with hunger. Why? The people that waste lives, the people that waste blood, are the people occupying the north. And they've actually invited terrorism as an ideology into the northern region. And today, it has turned against them. The Fulani oligarch has mounted on the houses 16th, 17th, 18th centuries, with Osman and Fredom fighting jihad across the whole Africa, and actually overcome in the Sahel countries. They conquered them with Islamic jihad, and down to Nigeria, he overcome corners with exception of northeastern Nigeria. Some part of mid-belt were defeated, but he couldn't come down to southeastern Nigeria. Because of who? The Igbos. The Fulanis have actually made Nigerian government, the whole security agencies, to be very, very discriminative the way they are fighting insecurity in Nigeria. They actually abandon the people that are orchestrating, constituting bloody criminalities and the terrorism, and face innocent Christians, a region that is 125,000% Christians. Yes, it's the Igbo land. We don't have that in our blood, and we turn our blood, and we turn our back on Islam. We can never accept it. We are the Jews, and Simon Ekpa is from the Jewish kinsmen of Igbo origin. And today, Finland is dancing another costume, accepting bribe from the Fulani oligarch in Nigeria to condemn and what? Prosecute Simon Ekpa in Finland. Nkosi Orabweze actually did well by questioning the credibility, the authenticity, the authority of Finnish president who actually showcased or announced or represent Simon Ekpa in that kind of bloody way. Simon Ekpa is not a terrorist. Finnish president has actually collected bribe. That's why I see United Nations questioning Finland. Why Simon Ekpa is suffering this kind of ordeal? Why could you deviate from the best, one of the most advanced European countries you are, to what? Into accepting bribe and the tips from Nigerian government? And yes, I'm of the opinion that Finland is a good country, but they have deviated from being good. Finland has now stopped from being a good country. They have now been dragged into accepting money, accepting financial incentives, accepting crude oil to nail IPOB as terror organization. To fear, it is not tenable. It can never be applicable. It can never be obtainable in Igbo land. The Igbo race are pure race that are free, devoid of blood. We are not killers. We are not murderers. The people that are murdering, buying people, disaliving people, farmers from region to region in Nigeria, they are visitors from Mali. Conniving with Nigerian Fulani, and not Nigerian Fulani, I mean the Fulani that settled in 18th centuries. Mix up with the Hausas and become part of Nigeria. And the one inviting the bloody Fulanis in Mali, Senegambia, Guinea, Burkina Faso, Sudan, even in Chad, from Chad, to subject the rest of Nigerian tribe to incessant killings. Simon Ekpa is not a terrorist. The Fulanis are. And Nigeria has sold their own integrity up to the level of bribing Finland into believing that Igbo man is a terrorist.
But we heard what the foreign minister told Tinubu when she came to Nigeria, that what Ekpa was blocking the bilateral agreement between the two countries, not making them do business among each other. Do you not think this is why they've robbed Simon Ekpa, just to get him out of the way to to do?
You have said it all. You have said it all. I told you that it's very difficult to believe lately that Finland, most advanced country in Europe, has stooped so low, has stooped this low. Nobody expected Finland to do that, because we know them as people that are vast in mineral resources. They formerly fought with USSR to sit away from that contraption, and successfully they achieved it. Why are they looking into Biafra, sitting away from a country called Nigeria, where we are not even needed here? So the Biafrans, we decided to go on our own various ways. Why could just Finland be that very, very cruel? Ordinary bilateral agreement, what does Nigeria have that Finland doesn't have in toto?
Mineral resources.
What does Nigeria have?
Natural resources.
Finland doesn't have in toto.
Natural resources.
There are many natural resources in Finland. They are well endowed with oil, well endowed with other minerals, resources. In fact, Finland has gas. As Ukraine supply gas to Europe, Finland is supplying gas to some countries too. Finland is well endowed with science and technology. The economy of Finland is too further than Nigeria. We don't compare with Finland. We don't, at least, you know, we cannot compare with Finland in any way. We can't compare. We cannot contest with Finland. They are too further than Nigeria, economically and technologically. What is it that we are rubbing shoulder against Finland for? Nothing. Human resources, they are there. When you talk about advancements into science and technology, they are moving and they have gotten there. Finland is more advanced than Britain. What is Nigeria comparing to Finland? Finland just wanted to collect bribe. Yes, and they actually did that. So, disappointment, with the Igbos call it, Finland has disappointed us. There are no two ways about it. To say it or to miss my word, because I don't want to hide the truth. I'm a man of the truth, and I'm telling the whole world that Finland has choked the Igbos.
Okay, but we know that for a fact that the Finnish government and the Finnish court are under massive pressure to release Simon Ekpa, because just recently we know of a certain VEF guard who is affiliated with Russian, yes, a Biafra lobbyist who is affiliated with Putin and, you know, Burkina Faso leader Ibrahim Traore. We've seen VEF, you know, wanting to drag, you know, Finland, yes, and they're under serious pressure. Do you think that, yes, do you think that with this, do you think that Finland will succumb to every, you know, kick and pressure, yes, they want to use against Simon Ekpa?
Actually, let me tell you, in the past, before Nnamdi Kanu's abduction or kidnap from Nairobi, Kenya into Nigeria, VEF guard was, you know, parleying with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. VEF guard for a very long time, you know, lobbying USA, lobbying United Nations and other countries in Europe, and even Russia to accept Biafra emancipation. And without that, we actually know Nnamdi Kanu was somehow either befriending or a good friend to a lady in Putin's family. Nnamdi Kanu is an in-law to Putin. Let me just put it that way. So that was what helped Kanu in his agitation for Biafra all over cool region of Europe. Cool region of Europe, Russia is among. Yes. Eyes. All of them there, they know Biafra in Europe. So Putin's affiliation with Biafra agitation is as a result of what VEF guard has been doing as an international lobbyist, assisting Biafra to emancipate. And I'm telling you that it is no news that Putin is now doing a nice job to make sure that Biafra springs out. I'm telling you. Kanu was doing the right thing until he was kidnapped by Nigerian government under the watch of Buhari. And very late date, until date, Kanu is still in court and is going to come out. Then again, when we talk about Simon Ekpa case is a minor case. Why? He did not commit any crime in Nigeria. He was just a social media influencer who was fighting for what? Security. Fighting against insecurity in his region, Igbo region. Of course, he has not committed any crime. It is too clear and elucidated that the Fulani herdsmen are the one buying, unaliving and disaliving people across southeastern region, buying farmers on daily basis. Simon Ekpa was there like coordinating for the forest guard in Igbo land to checkmate the Fulani terrorists, and that is not a crime. In fact, as I'm talking to you now, Nigerian nation, the Igbo states in southeast, they're supposed to be paying salary to Simon Ekpa, paying salary to all our forest guards in the forest. The people that are constituting security in the southeast are hoodlums, secret courts, school courts, occultic people, dangerous native blood-drinking doctors, witch doctors, armed robbers. They are not IPOB. IPOB is not, they are well-educated people, lawyers. There are many intellectuals, you know, within that engravement premises of IPOB. They are not killers. IPOB are indigenous people of southeastern region states of Biafra. Today, successfully, Finland allowed us to launch our country declaration of Biafra. At the end of the day, Finland, the giraffe from Scandinavia, Europe into Nigeria, accepting bribe from the government of the day to sell Simon Ekpa. I'm telling you that I'm here in support of Simon Ekpa. Simon Ekpa is doing good work by what? Securing our forests using the Eastern Security Network, of course, which government of the day said we don't accept them. They have accepted. Do you know why? You can't decide for us. Your police and your military, the army, have failed the Igbo man, failed the Yoruba man, the mid-belters. They are dying in their daily basis. Nobody is secured in Igbo land because we are being discriminative about securing, giving security to people. Fulani has actually succeeded on infiltrating our police institution, army, everywhere. That is why the Fulani headers are just like incurable diseases. How could Fulani Katuriaras overcome Nigeria army is a big question that remains unanswerable. See, unanswered. Nigeria army are the best in the world. Boko Haram, I don't know. All I know is that Fulani headers are terrorists, killing and killing people in Benue State, Cross River State, Akwa Ibom State. The whole Kogi State are afraid today because of headers. Then when we talk about Taraba, they are killing Taraba people, killing Plateau people in their large numbers, killing in Imo, Enugu and Anambra State. Why? Because we have failed in securing our land, especially our security apparatus has been so weakened by politics of the day.
Okay, but do you think that the UN can petition Finland if they really violate Simon Ekpa rights? Do you think they can agree, or do you think they can petition Finland if they really violate Simon Ekpa's human rights?
United Nations can do that. United Nations have right to petition Finland. Biafra as a country has right to petition Finland. American Biafran lobbyists, they have right to petition Finland. As you can see what Vevgard is doing, Vevgard is an American Jew. He has petitioned Finland already by reporting Finnish president to Vladimir Putin. So everybody has right, every platform or institution has what? Right to petition. An erring body, a country, or it might be man. You can see what Finland has done. It's subjected to petition. Yes, they can drag Finland to ICC because they have committed crime against humanity by collecting bribe, allowing an innocent person that is fighting for his right incarcerated for almost 1 year now. What are we saying? What are we saying? They have right to do so. United Nations has right. ECOWAS has right. AU has right to drag Nigeria, to drag any country, any institution in the world to court, ICC. So I think the crime committed by Finland is liable to, let me say, subject to ICC. They can subject Finland to ICC, and Finland must actually answer to that crime against Igbo man. The country that is #1 in the world is America, and we are having our embassies there. And there's nothing the Fulani Janjaweeds could do about it. It is too late. Fulani has actually succeeded on destabilizing Nigeria. And I'm telling you that we are not one here. Igbo man could no longer endure it. What has been going on and on for almost 58 years now. We are not part of Nigeria. America is the last country that will do stupid thing. Donald Trump, originally is a white Jew from Germany. I don't see Donald Trump as a foolish man or nobody, no. Donald Trump is an intellectual giant. Why must you be telling me, say, Biafra is not yet a country, when actually I know that Biafra existed as a country? Don't you know that Biafra had their international airport at Uli? Biafra had their central bank, Unoli. Biafra has everything in Enugu before Enugu fall in falling of Enugu in 1967. If you ask me, I will tell you that the most uninformed people in the world, you can never find them in Europe. You can't find them in America. There are many countries in Africa you cannot find them. If you want to find people that are uninformed, I mean empty brain, no content, come to northern Nigeria. Northern region of the country called Nigeria is occupied mostly by brainwashed Fulani pigs. They are a particular people that only knows mosque, Quran, Muhammad, mosque, Quran, Muhammad, mosque, Quran, Muhammad. They don't know any other thing again. They believe that these three finish. Do you see A, B, C, D? They don't know. Do you see Western civilization as in hip hop, lyrics, praises and worship in English, rhythm? They don't know. They don't know. A Fulani man cannot just stand up now and sing for you lyrics. No. No, there's no less, there's no bottle. Because when you talk about good lyrics that can calm down your heart, it is when you are singing praises to God or worship. Fulani man cannot do it. A Fulani man cannot just come out now and say, I'm from a Fulani extraction. Oh, my girl, my daughter has written her jam 400 or 380. Na lie. They turn their back on schooling, education. They turn their back on Western civilization. They turn their back on what is trending all around the world. What Fulani man knows is Sheikh, Musa, Shehu, Emir, Alpha, Imam, Quran, mosque. That thing they have on their hand, that's a bead they use for prayer. Biafra nation has actually organized itself well all around in and out of United States of America, at least buying or building many establishments like, you know, offshore office. Then you have embassy or high commissions. These are mechanisms that are down already to help Biafra when the actually emancipation or referendum comes or is conducted. So which is why we have many outlets now as embassy in New York, in Washington, in California, and so on and so forth. In other states of the United States of America, Biafrans, they are there doing their best to make sure that we put offices down in those states. So, but the Fulani man, his knowledge is limited to rearing cattle, rigging election, slewing and buying, killing, unaliving Hausa farmers, Igbo farmers, Yoruba farmers, Benue Lantak farmers, farmers in southern Kaduna, everywhere in Taraba. They don't have what it takes to educate or give you information. The information is limited to Quran, Allah and Muhammad. That's why when they ask such question, I was like myself, what does these people mean? Does it mean that someone will not fight for his own freedom? Does it mean as I'm a Christian, I won't just distance myself from Islamic community, Muslim communities? I have nothing in common with them. We don't share the same God's idea, divine idea. My own idea is Abrahamic, and Christianity is my own. You say what?
It's not a country. Biafra is not a country.
Biafra is a country on its own. See, they said, listen, Chunuwachebe or Cyprian Ekwense or Wole Soyinka wrote there was a country. There was a country that existed. It's a book. And I will not be that foolish enough not to recognize or read that book. From 1967, 30th May, 1967 to 1970, there was a country. I will be the last person not to know actually that there was a country. Come what may. There was a country. Why must we be telling me say Biafra is not yet a country? When actually I know that Biafra existed as a country. Don't you know that Biafra had their international airport at Uli. Biafra had their central bank, Unoli. Biafra has everything in Enugu before Enugu fall in falling of Enugu in 1967. Biafra has everything, don't you know? Department of Logistics, Sino Achebe was the head. The science and technology where we manufacture our weapon. Many of them in Igbo land were the technocrats used to manufacture all this Obunigbe, that big Ojuku port bomb. There was a country. We had our currency better, neat, and stronger than British pounds. What are you telling me? There was a complete country in the past. From 1967 to 1970, a country called Biafra actually existed. And we did well. Nigeria wouldn't have conquered Biafra. No conqueror. Nobody was a victim. I don't know what I understand. And it's because we actually proved that we are more than Nigeria. Nigeria was assisted by Egypt. Nigeria was assisted by Cameroon, Chad. Nigeria was assisted by Britain and Russia. Do your own feasibility study well and find out that actually, even though that Britain sponsored the military clique led by Colonel Gowan, Biafra, we are flying. We are flying, excelling, man, in victory. I'm telling you, we were excelling. Nigeria wasn't better than us. We did well. Many Igbos enjoy Biafra regime. Interview them, they will tell you. Biafra was better. Though you have many enmities and adversities. Even Awolowo contributed to the woes, the agony of the Biafran people. When he actually suggested food blockade at the axis of Cameroon, Bight of Guinea. Now see, chef, international water from where food is coming in. Awolowo say block it so that hunger will kill them. And where is Awolowo today? Very wicked man. Listen and listen good. Biafra is still alive, living. Awolowo is dead. That is life for you.